Guys, so I wanted to make this video because I've seen a lot of people making videos on like what to buy and stuff. So I'm gonna start with OP01 through OP03. So just to give you guys a little background, I've been playing since OP01 and collecting since OP01. So I see a lot of people, all these new coming people that I don't know. Like some of them I feel like I do know what they're talking about, and some of them I feel like they're just here for the money and stuff like that. So let's get started. So we got. I'm not gonna go into the cases because I'm not really a seal collector. I do have a blue bottom, but that's only because I started playing since OPO1, and I think I had about 4 boxes, open three, and I opened up the manga shanks luckily. So if you are buying the case of the blue bottoms, a little thing to note, they are matte, so you could look on YouTube videos and you can kind of tell what all the hits are. So I think it's the first four on the right will be your leader hits, and then the manga will always be in the bottom, and the secrets will always be in the bottom. So typically the shitty boxes will be in the bottom. So watch out for that. But I don't know why you would open a box if I think a normal box. I'm not sure TCG players not showing the prices of a white bottom. Oh, right here, 1,080. So I wouldn't even open it. But let's get started with just regular cards. So the manga shanks, in my opinion, it's a cool manga, but I don't know why they would release Shanks as the first manga. Well, I do know. Film Red was out at that time, so I think they were trying to hype it up. So it's going for 5K. It's a cool manga. Shanks is a really cool character, but I think the OP09 manga looks way cooler. I mean, you see all these prices, people are trying to inflate it. 10,000 is crazy. Um, yeah, I get this. I think in the PSA 10 is going for 5K. So I don't know where this is coming from. I think sales are going for like 2K. So it's a cool manga. If you're a Shanks enjoyer, you could buy that. Luffy and Zoro leader. So the Luffy leader obviously has a pre-errata. Um, Easiest way to know what a pre-errata is if you look where it says set up to, the pre-errata will not say set up to. It'll just say I think it'll just say like set one card or something like that. So the easiest way to distinguish it is to take up the up to. If you play the game, it's kind of easy to distinguish because you'll see it in different cards. So the non pre-errata version of this is 800 bucks. So cool card, great art. Let's look at. I believe I had it here. Yep. Let that load a little bit. I'll just look it up. So pre-errata Luffy leader. So I think the asking prices were 3.5 for. I think this in the PSA 10 was going for like 8, 6, 7K. Kind of went down. Um, this is ridiculous. 1,100 for a starter deck pre-rata. I would not buy that. As a collector, I'd stay away from that. And don't be buying these little bricks too. I don't know. It's just dumb in my opinion. Uh, BGS 9.5 sold for 6,000. There you go. 3,500 last sold for raw. I think it's a good pickup. If you just wanted to hold long term, PSA 10, you double your money. If you're trying to get into it for the money, but I don't know. I feel like this card game is way too cool, and the anime is way too cool too. Um, Zoro, out of all the leaders, to me is the coolest. Might be a little biased because he is my favorite, one of my favorite characters besides Luffy. Um, but he does not have a pre-errata, so there's no way to distinguish what leader. Uh, um, I guess there's no way to distinguish what wave he came out. So that's a cool one. Law has a pre-errata, and I think the pre-errata Law is going for like 1,000 bucks. He's a good pickup too. A lot of people love Law. I think in the most popular characters, he was always coming up in the top five. So that is a good pickup. Um, I think, yeah, where it says play up to, it says then play up to one characters will cost a five or less. So that's the way how to distinguish if it's pre-errata or not. So the first wave will not say play up to. I think it'll just say play one character, kind of like the Luffy. Nami. So to put it in perspective, I think this is a way better Nami alt art than the EBO3 Nami. And I think the pre-errata of this card, I think it's like 800 to 1,000 bucks. Let's look it up. And I think the Nami EBO31 is going for like 1,400. I would much rather pick this up. Um, let's see, 1,900. Well, that's asking price. 1,190. I'm pretty sure that EBO3 Nami is going for like 1,200. I'm not a fan of the new alt either. It looks like kind of AI-ish to me. But PSA 10, 2,400. Yeah, I would much rather get this in the EBO Nami, honestly. Like the EBO Nami is cool, but I think this art is so much better. And there is a pre-errata version to it. So um, let's go on to the next. Doflamingo's pretty cool. Always a cool leader, one of the best villains. This Zoro to me is really I hate when people say undervalued, but I guess it'd be undervalued. The art is so cool. Uh, Maybe it's not worth as much because I think this got rotated out for people that don't play the game. A lot of the prices come from the playability of the card, and if you look at the bottom right, it has a double fruit with the one. That means that the wave one is gone, so you can't play it no more. But art wise, this looks dope. I'm not gonna put all the PSA 10 prices of this, but I definitely get Zoro. Crocodile is cool. Um, this Luffy art looks really dope too. If you guys put Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro next to each other, like as an art piece, it would look really nice. Kaido, I know, has a pre-errata as well. Kaido's probably my favorite villain besides Emu. Spoilers. Uh, this card is so cool. You guys have to see this card in person. Um, One of the cards that got me into the game, and I like Yamato a lot. Only $80 too. I don't know how much this is going to PSA 10, but it's definitely a card worth to pick up. It was never good in the game, but the art's so cool. King was always ass at the game. Odin was always ass. Shanks was Shanks was a good only in OP01. 13. What was that? $73 a pack. Damn. Yeah, this is the side I'm talking about. So, if you put all three of them together, it look really cool. Law has a pre-errata too. I'm not sure. I think the pre-errata and Mihawks are going for a little bit more. Not my favorite alt though. Um, this Kaido card is dope. I'd pick that up. I stay away from all this. Yeah, and please don't be buying the pre-errata Luffy star like this. Like I don't know why you would get that unless you're like a really die-hard Luffy collector. But I think the first page is cards worth getting. Um, it'd be Luffy. If I were to get anything, if I just started collecting, well, first collect your favorite character, and then to me the most coolest cards would be Luffy and Zoro. So let's go to OP02. Paramount War. I almost got out of the game because of this set because of freaking Wipe. You're too good. This is actually what really got me into the card game. This is Ace manga. I really like this manga. To me, it's one of the best mangas. I thought it was fake when I first saw it. I didn't think they were going to release something this cool. Ace is such a cool character too in the anime. Um, I would really pick this up. I think out of this is probably the only thing that's worth picking up in the set too, because the rest is kind of ass. Like the Sanji alt, not it. Um, this Garp, I know this Garp has a pre-errata. I'm just not too specific on the wording, but Garp is all right. Wiper looks pretty cool. He was a freaking demon in the game when he first came out. They had to ban the boat because it was too strong. And it's crazy because I remember playing an OP1. These cards cost so much. I think I bought a new gate for $200 back when I was playing. Kind of hurts, but it's all right. I think Smoker was like $110 too. But this Luffy alt pretty cool. His Ace alt is really cool too. I think I bought this for like $100 when it came out too. Only $40 now, but I picked this up. With the remake coming out, we might see Ace a lot more. So this could go up. But Ace is such a cool character. Um, yeah, the rest of these cards are kind of ass. Um, this Buggy alt is nice. Oh, Kuzan. I remember these Kuzan alts were like $100. I won't put when it was very playable. But the alts kind of sucks. This alt is really nice. I would pick this alt up. If you haven't seen it in person, looks so clean. I know Garp is not a really famous character, but if we're talking about card art wise and seeing in person, but this Garp is really nice. Buggy's ult is really nice too. The way it shines. I think that's it. Kuzan's alt's cool. This Magellan's alt really cool. I remember playing it at OP05 with my Poofy deck. Uh, Borsalino's cool. This card used to be like $100 too. This Odin alt is really cool. I have picked one up myself. Yeah, but the rest of these alts really ass. I'd stay away from OP02. Um, I feel like there was a card in here that I wanted to talk about. Oh, the Nami. The Nami's pretty cool, but there's better cards out there. But the only thing I would pick up from OP02 is the manga. I know the manga is the most expensive, but it's also the coolest card in here. The rest of the set's kind of not worth buying, in my opinion. OP03. OP03 was kind of cool. I remember I was a Red Zoro player, so you guys could judge me. But Zoro kind of came back. But I'm not a big Soga King guy. I don't like Usopp in general. I know it's not Usopp, spoilers, but yeah, it's an all right manga. Um, I thought he was going to boost an Elbaf, but it's the exact opposite. I think it's Brook. Spoilers. There's Wanted. So I'm not a big fan of the Wanted posters, honestly. Even these old Wanted posters, I did not like. The OP09 Wanted posters, to me, are the best Wanted posters. So I would rather much get those than these. But out of the all the Wanted posters, Luffy is the coolest. 260, $350. I would not pick this up. I would rather have the Gear 5 manga OP09 Wanted poster. All right, so now the leaders, in my opinion, the leaders look really cool. I really like the art style. This is the first time they did it in this game where they changed the leaders like this. So I would definitely pick it up. Like this Nami 240, really cool. She's block one, so if she wasn't banned, it'd still be the same price. But man, I really like the Nami. Katakuri too. The alt is so dope. Ace, really cool. The Wanted, I hate. I cannot stand the way these Wanted posters look. Kylo's kind of cool, but I don't know. Oh, my phone's not showing the rest of the ones. Let's see if I can refresh it. I'm not gonna have you guys wait too long. Let's see if it works. Okay, yeah. The Doflamingo poster, mid. Arlong alt looks dope. Lucci looks dope. Fucking Big Mom dope. All these art looks so dope. They're so cheap too. If you wanted to, all these in your binder will look really nice if you really want it in your binder. There's alt Soul King alt looks cool too. Katakuri alt. This is probably the best alt in the whole set, honestly. If you guys really wanted to pick something out that's cheap, I remember this was like $100 at one point, and this was really good at one point. So this is a cool one to pick up. Firefish kind of cool. Khalifa for the gooners out there, I guess. Man, I don't know what they were thinking with this ult. It looks all right though. But OP03, another mid set. So if I remember right, so the game was never dying, but the game was really slow. After I feel like after OP02, it's because Wipebeard was just so freaking good, and people kind of got bored of the game, and the game kind of got stagnant because Wipebeard was good from OP02 to like OP04. And then once OP05 came out, that's when everything changed. OP05 literally skyrocketed the game. Um, and we'll get to that later on. I think I'm gonna make a video of OP04 to like OP06. But if you guys are trying to pick stuff up, I would avoid 2 through 4, and I would start with OP01. If you guys want to spend too much money, I wouldn't. I mean, depending on how much you guys have, if you guys wanted a pre rata that's cheap and cool, well, it's not cheap, but it's a little bit more affordable. I'd pick up either Nami or Law. Luffy is honestly the grail from this whole set when it comes to regular cards. I actually like Luffy better than the manga. 'Cause, I mean, the manga's cool, but I just think Luffy's a little bit better. But OP01 to me, best sets from 1 through 4. I would avoid 1 through 4. Later on, we'll go 1 through 4. I mean, let's go through 1 through 4 right now. Uh, nah, we'll do that another day. But yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, I've been collecting since OP01, so I got really lucky with my collection, and I'll probably never sell, but my collection has skyrocketed, as you can see in my other videos. But if you have guys have any questions or anything you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments.